Right everybody, today I'm going to show you very quickly how I make a beat, but in particular I want to show you how I come up with bass lines, because bass lines are something that I find particularly tricky, just because firstly I don't play bass properly. I don't even try to pretend to. I do play guitar, but I'm not a very good bass player. And I want to show you how I come up with my bass lines using two methods. One is just a really simple free way of doing it, and the second way is through a paid plugin. So let me just show you both of those. Now, first thing we're going to want to do though is we're going to want some chords, and we're going to need, maybe some melody, but we'll just do this really quickly. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into here, I'm going to go to acoustic piano, and I'm going to go natural grand piano, and that's pretty much all I'm going to do. Okay, so if I hit Command and K, I've now got a piano sound. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to just come up here. I'm just going to go all files, desktop. I'm going to go to this chord pack that I've got. Let's go for something trappy. So F sharp minor progression. Let's go for Bad Bunny and Drake. Let's just drag that into there. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, and then what you would do then is just copy that. So I've got these bars. That's all I want. So we've got the main chords, and that's what I'll call it, chords. Now, I've got something that I can play with in my mind. I'm actually going to duplicate this track, and we're just going to have literally just the same again, but this time we're going to go melody, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to close that down because I don't need it anymore. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this. So what I want to do is going to go here. This is a paid plugin. It's just £39. If you're in the UK, don't know what that is in dollars, maybe 50, called Melody Source. Just really quickly going to use this. No, actually we just need to have a very quick look. We said F sharp minor, didn't we? So we need to look on here. We need to go to key, F sharp minor, A major. We go there. We're going to click on, let's say slow, go an octave up. I'll show you how to use this properly in another video. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to click on something that's kind of dark and simple. And then when we press play, this will happen. Didn't like that one, so let's go more complex. I actually really like that. What it does is the artificial intelligence, and it basically using algorithms comes up with things in the correct key. So there you've got, and then you might just want to do some stuff like adding some reverb and various different things like that. You can get a ton on this sound and create this sound, but let's do what we was here to do. So now I'm going to come back up in here. I'm going to get a software instrument. In fact, actually, no, I'm not. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, and then we're going to create a bass line. This is the free, really, really crazy simple way of doing it. Let's just say you've got a bass. I don't know what bass sound we're going to go for. Let's just use that. Let's just get off here. Right, so that's the bass sound we're going to go for. Now we're going to hold Option or Alt if you're on PC, but you can't use Logic on PC, so I don't know why I'm saying that. You're just going to go on there, and you're going to obviously have that. But we don't want, actually we can get rid of that one. What we don't want are all these extra notes here at the top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to expand that, and we're going to delete all the ones at the top, so it's only leaving the root notes at the bottom. So now, and if you wanted to, you could get more intricate, and you could go in there and shorten these. You can change the velocity. You can do whatever you want to make that bass line sound however you like. Now, if you want to do it the really, really super quick way, what you do is you just open this back up. You get rid of that. In fact, we'll keep that because we may use that in a second to show you something else. We're going to go down to all. We're going to go to tune track. We're going to go EZBass. We're going to go stereo. Now I'm going to do a full video on how to use EZBass because there's a lot of stuff that you can do in it. But I'm just going to show you one way for today, just to show you what this program is capable of. So we're just going to head into here. We're just going to open up EZBass, and you've now got a bass guitar. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, which one did we use? Bad Boy, Bunny, Drake. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to here, we're going to click on this tab, and we are going to drag that into here. And then we're going to drag this down to number 1 in there. And what it's done is it's picked up the chords, so B minor, D flat minor, G flat minor, E. So that's basically done exactly what we just did the free way when we just copied and deleted those grooves. But what we can do now is we can go into here and we can start playing with some grooves. Now there are lots of other packs that you can buy and you can manipulate all of them. Kind of like the pop ones because they kind of fit almost into any song. Maybe not that one. Let's try that one. Something would be creative, a bit different. Now you've got 2 options here. We can either shorten this, or we can drag and copy all of the top parts. We can drag all of these parts and we can copy them, and we can paste them into there, and then simply just extend that. So let's have a listen now. Yes. And have you noticed in there, if you go into the grid editor, you can see these things, they're slides, and you can pitch bend them and everything, which is really cool. What you can also do, if you don't want that in there, you can change it. But let's say, for instance, you wanted a slide between that note and that note there, you just simply just hit the button and then it creates one. I don't like that. I mean, it didn't work, but you get the idea. You can also do some really cool stuff where you got some middle finger, so it sounds like he's playing it with his fingers. You can also have it so playing with his index finger, you can add a. So let's say, for instance, this one here, we wanted that to be a harmony instead of. So you see it highlighted in pink. Have a listen now. So it'll play a harmony of that note. But let's just go back to normal for now. You get the idea, okay? So you can just basically pick from any of these grooves, triplets, normal, soft, slap style bass. There's so many things to choose from, and obviously there's loads of other packs that you can choose from. And if you wish, you can literally go into the grid editor and you can edit it within here the same as you would any other type of MIDI. So you can use this as it is, or you can use it and modify it to your heart's content. Now, if you're happy with it, what I tend to do is I tend to then drag that up into in there, just hit no, and then when we play the track, see that one there? You can move these, so you could go, I like that better. Okay, so pretty simple, very straightforward. You see what you could do with that. Now, the reason I kept this up here is because you might not like the sound of the bass guitar. Now, there is more options to change the bass, and one of the things I quite like is if you go to deep amp on here, and then you go to effects, you crank the sub bass right up, give it a little bit less colour, pump up the compression just a little bit, turn down the height, turn down the highs and turn up the lows. Okay, turn up the lows. And then let's listen to it again, and it sounds like this. Much thicker bass sound now. But let's say we're still not happy with that and we want to just literally just drag it up to there. I mean, you can even copy and play them both at the same time. Or without. And that's it, guys. It's totally up to you. It's your song. I mean, one of the other things you can do with this as well. Why that's just continuing to play. Shh. Right, one of the other things that you could do as well, if you wanted to, and you wanted, say, another instrument to play over the top of that, you could quite simply just duplicate the track, or create a new instrument track and then drag the MIDI down so you could have a different instrument playing that exact pattern too. That's another thing you can do in there. And then all you've really got to do then, guys, is add your drums. For now, I'm just going to use drummer, super quick. Just go hip hop, just create, and you are then just, you know, a few steps away now from creating a beat with a really cool sounding bass line. Don't like the drums, so get the drums over here, hit that, come over here, get it to follow EZBass, make it a little bit simpler, turn off the fills. And there you go, guys, you get the idea. It's really, really simple. I really, really like that as a tool to create some interesting, different sounding bass instead of just the same old bass lines that you hear on like almost every song. So if you like what you saw, I will do another video on EZBass going into real depth with it. But let me know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you could. It's brand new, so I'd really appreciate it. And I'll be bringing you loads more tutorials like this. And I'll put a link in the description to where you can go and get EZBass. EZBass is not cheap. It's like £150 UK. I actually managed to get it for 120 from a company called Andertons. I'll link their description in, shout out to them. They do some great deals. So yeah, go and check it out, guys. And again, I'll do another video on a melody source in another video as well. As you can see, that thing is awesome. That created a great sounding melody in seconds. So yeah, see you in another one.